Hello everybody, Shadefyre here, and today I'm taking a first impressions look at Resident Evil Dead Aim for the PlayStation 2, which is apparently one of the worst of the 3D Resident Evil games. The reason for this is that rather than creating a rail shooter light gun game like they did with the PS1, Resident Evil Gun Survivor, or just Resident Evil Survivor, with Resident Evil Dead Aim they tried to combine the rail shooting, or the light gun shooting, with the more traditional third-person tank control Resident Evil. So basically, what this is a weird amalgamation where normally when you're running around, it controls like a Resident Evil game with tank controls, though it doesn't have fixed cameras, which we'll see is kind of a weird problem. However, when you go into the aiming stance, like you would in a normal Resident Evil, you instead get a first-person, light gun shooting segment. So we'll kind of mess around with that once we get in there. But I've never played this, and until the little bit of controls testing before doing this video, I really have no experience with it. So let's get in here.
Raccoon City, a Midwestern town in the United States, was destroyed when a substance known as the T-virus leaked throughout the town. However, Umbrella, the corporation developing the virus, refused to abort the project. And once again, the threat of biological terror was thrust upon the world. A large amount of T-virus was stolen 3 days ago. A terrorist group hit an Umbrella lab in France. Yesterday, one of Umbrella's cruisers was hijacked and contaminated with the same virus.
No, I was going to say, are they not going to show the full title there?
Why you American spies choose to use such ugly guns is still a mystery to me.
Morpheus.
Think that cheap cologne you're wearing is going to your head. What do you plan to do with the T-virus?
I'm afraid that's all the playtime we have for today. You die. Now.
Wait, so that's just how it starts? I thought this was going to be like an in medias res thing and we'd, go back in time a little bit, but no, it's just, oh, you're facing off against, the main villain on the deck of this ship. No explanation of how we got here or why we're here, other than presumably to stop Morpheus D. Duvall. But yeah, so here's our protagonist, Bruce McGivern, who is, I guess, some sort of American agent of unspecified organization. So here's one problem I had pretty much immediately. See this, how I'm rotating the camera here? This is on the same stick as the movement. So rather than the old tank controls where you rotate it in place and the fixed camera is kind of remove the necessity to control your camera. Here, if you push forward, you will go in the direction you're going, but if you, like, say, turn the camera, you don't turn around unless you push forward in that direction, so it's a bizarre control scheme. And if you hold A, you go into this weird, like, sidestepping stance. Or, sorry, X, I suppose it would be. But yeah, so this is the light gun stuff, but I'm playing this just with a controller, so, you know, the aiming is not going to be great, especially because I haven't really aimed with an analog stick in a while. But yeah, you can stop anywhere and just pop into this light gun mode, and if you hold X while you're in this, you can then kind of, you know, shuffle around awkwardly. Sort of like the underwater segments in Devil May Cry. Alright. Also, because this is not pre-rendered backgrounds, this has that sort of distinctly PS2 kind of Vaseline-y look, where everything's kind of blurry, which is one of the same reasons that I think Code Veronica looks terrible now, because, you know, it doesn't have pre-rendered backgrounds either. However, this actually does look a little better, a little less primitive, which makes sense, because it didn't start out as a Dreamcast game like Code Veronica did. Alright, do we have a map? No map. Alright. Got some corpses here that I guess we can't examine or anything. Also, that sidestepping button is on the same button as your interact. So if you see me, like, shuffle sideways trying to open a door, that's why. Also, no first-person door transitions. Blasphemous. Got a lady, perhaps, here? Unfortunately, you can't actually look up in first person. Aha. Got a map. And a first-class key. Alright, so let's look at this map here. Much better map than Code Veronica, which has the worst map in any Resident Evil. I know I'm ragging on it, but I really... Code Veronica is one of my least favorite of the classic-styled Resident Evils. Probably because I haven't played this game very much. Okay, where's first class? Captain's room, VIP room, guest room... Second floor. Okay, maybe a little unclear where first class is. I'm sure we'll stumble upon it. And I heard a thump back here, so I think our hanged lady may be up and about. Alright, let's try to remember what the shoot button is. That's to... Oh, it's the same thing as the aim button once you're actually in the segment. Headshot did not stop her. I don't think there's a quick turn, or if there is, I didn't discover what it is. Oh, she's not done yet. I don't know how I looked down there. Whoa, man. Yeah, she is pretty durable. I think if I hold A... Okay, no. He only looks down if they get back up. Why is she taking so many bullets? Are these guys gonna get up too? It seems like I auto-reload when I'm not in this menu. But there is also a reload button. I just don't remember what it is. Now, is this where we came from? No, this looks unfamiliar. There's a bullet box here? Yeah. Some handgun rounds. Oh, okay, so the quick turn is double tap back on the stick, which is a little weird. Usually it's, you know, X and back or whatever. Okay, I got a bedroom. This might be first class. Some more bullets. Seems like bullet conservation won't be nearly as strict here, considering it's a light gun game and you're probably going to want to shoot a bunch. I'll admit most of what I have heard about this game is not good, which is kind of where I formed my opinion, but again, I don't know enough about it to really have a opinion of my own. Though I have read, you know, plot wiki stuff, so I have a general idea of where this goes plot-wise, but again, a plot summary is not nearly as bad as actually experiencing it. Someone's shuffling over here. I guess we can just, you know, shoot a zombie and then back up and then do it again. That it? That all it took? One shot? Other lady took like 10 bullets? Okay, that one's closed. Not locked or anything, just closed. I think this is where we came from. Maybe not. Don't remember there being a dead guy on the floor. That zombie will probably get back up. Of course, it might not be a zombie, it might just be a corpse. Okay, this is where we started. I assume if we had actually found the right way to go, we would have got a locked door message. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got some zombies in here. On both sides, it sounds like, yep. I don't know if headshots actually matter here. Or at least matter significantly enough to only go for them. Also the first Resident Evil game, or sorry, the first 3D Resident Evil game to be set on a ship. There was that Game Boy game before this, Resident Evil Gaiden, which was set on a ship as well. But until Revelations came along, this was the only one set on a ship in 3D. I get the feeling Revelations is probably a better game. The first Revelations, not the second one, of course. I imagine when I eventually get to the LP of the second Revelations, I'm probably going to meet some resistance with my opinions of the game. Okay, is there anything I missed up here? That door is where we were. I didn't check if we can get into the spiral staircase hall. I'm gonna guess it's probably locked, but let's double check. There's also no run, he just kind of always goes at run speed. Okay, so we need a key card. I mean, I mentioned how having, you know, movement and camera on the same stick is kind of awful, but I'm already kind of adjusting to it, so I guess much like, you know, how some people can't adjust to tank controls, some people wouldn't be able to adjust to this, but I think I'm doing fine with it. Okay, we got more corpses here. Guest key card. Alright, a lot of zombies in here. Then we got our little side indicators. I guess women are just more durable when they're dead. They still have the enemy marker when you kind of go over them, but... Documents scattered about. Emergency facts from Paris branch. T-virus samples from the Paris lab. The Paris lab being the same one that developed the Nemesis parasite that they used to create Nemesis. Morpheus D. Duvall, who belonged to the R&D division of HQ. And I suppose that would have to be before Umbrella Corp collapsed as a corporation, after, you know, the US government shut them down. And then, you know, the BSA shut down the rest of their labs in Russia and Paris. I believe the Paris lab is the same one also that Claire Redfield breaks into trying to find her brother for some reason. Oh, we got some zombie cops here for some reason. I guess they're zombie Umbrella security. But since this is an Umbrella cruise liner, does that mean there's also going to be a secret lab on this ship? Alright. And since they're guards, they have some bullets. Or at least one of them did. Is there one to my right? I bet that lady's gonna get back up. Let me just shuffle into the corner here. Okay, one of these guys is gonna get back up. Probably this lady, but I can't aim that far down. Guess I'll just run through them. So do they turn red when they aggro? That seems like it. It is impossible to aim, move, and shoot at the same time realistically, though, because you'd have to hold A, press right bumper to shoot, use the left stick to move and the right stick to aim, which is too many different buttons. All right, that's one left, one shuffly lady. Are you actually dead? Okay, so where do we end up? Okay, we're heading towards the stern of the ship. Now, do I want to try to go forward, or do I want to go down? I guess we should go towards Captain Room. We might continue here until I find something that isn't just a zombie. Oh, hello, guys. Don't mind me, just gonna back myself into a corner. I think I'm dead.
Yeah.
Nope, not yet. Boy. Making sure she's dead. I hope these guys had some bullets, because I just used a whole lot there. Oh, okay, he's not dead yet. Nice of them to stagger back when you shoot him. Alright. I think we're clear. It's weird that the closed message comes up when you get close to a door, and not like when you try to open it. Any more zombies in here? I wonder if that hitting the wall and slumping down is a canned animation. Oh, wait. We were just in here. Am I going in circles? Guess so. We couldn't go in that door to the stairs. Maybe... Do I have a healing item? Is that what that is? Medicinal spray. Alright. So we're trying to find, I guess, either this guest room or the stairs. No, this is the main stairs. That's not where I want to go. Well, I say that, really, we have no idea where I'm trying to go right now. Or who that lady with the grenade was. Let's go downstairs, see what's down here. Oh, weird. So going downstairs is an animation, but unlike the early Resident Evils, you don't press a button to activate it. Shuttered. Shuttered. I think I see a green herb. These Raccoon City medicinal herbs really get around from the Arclay region. Okay. So there is nowhere to go down here. And since we can't go forward, I guess we'll go back. Okay, we got another zombie-filled room. I don't have a good place to stand right now, so I'm gonna clear out this lady. Hope she doesn't get back up on her feet. At least they've all bunched up on that side now. It's pretty dark in here, even with all these lights on. Christ. I'm about to run out of ammo. So I guess, am I just real screwed if I run out of ammo, though? There's some bullets here. Might have to not shoot every zombie at this rate. Okay. Don't think I've been in here. Hard to tell when these rooms all look the same, though. Now, this is where we got the map. Which means that hallway we just cleared out was the one that didn't have very many zombies earlier. Which I guess means this is where we're supposed to use the keycard? I mean, it's just guessed keycard, so I don't know if that would open a stairwell, but let's try it. I guess we're making progress. Oh. Is that our radio?
$5 billion!
Yes. We have until midnight tomorrow. Retrieve the virus from the Morpheus. And
Looks like we're in the same business.
Same business doesn't mean same side, Bruce McGivern.
You already know my name. That makes sense since you're blackmailing both of our companies.
I really don't get what's all the slow motion cutscenes is for.
What's your name? If cooperation is too much to ask for on our first date, might I suggest we simply stay out of each other's way?
Fong Ling, that's my name. And I don't deal freshmen. If you really want to help, then go home.
Fasty.
Boy, what an awful protagonist we have here. It really is like Discount Leon and Discount Ada. You know, Chinese spy, American agent. I mean, they have no romantic past, but that's probably for the best in this case. McGivern's sort of like there and gone again southern accent is pretty bad too. Okay, so can't open these doors. Down we go. Stairs. A lot of electronic locks. Okay, we'll get a panel here. Some bullets, which I desperately need. Can't open that door. All locks on the second floor VIP rooms. I guess that's where we are now. Nope. What floor are we on? Oh. I didn't actually mean to go in here, but apparently here's our briefing that the game didn't give us otherwise. Stolen the T-Virus, hijacked Umbrella's cruiser. This is basically just our playing the game manual. Using the sneak move, you'll be able to locate items more easily. Oh, that's useful to know. Use the escape button to evade. Don't know what button that is. The number of bullets you can carry is limited. You can resupply indefinitely. What does that mean? We're on the first floor, so we need to go back up. Haven't seen a save point equivalent. I don't know if this game even uses typewriters, but surely there must be some way to save, unless we can just do it in the menu. Probably turn this on. Since the audio mixing on those cutscenes is not great, and it's kind of hard to hear what they're saying sometimes. Okay, we got a fella. Ah, shit. So when I shot, I aggroed the rest of the ones that were down. There's, yeah, one behind me. Yeah. Alright. He's probably gonna get back up. done yet. Alright. I think she's done and dusted. So I guess when we do this little wiggle maneuver, stuff will shine. Oh, there was a explosive crate here. Just in this hallway, where you'd expect to find it on a ship. Can't open that door. Really dark in here. Green herb taken. Can I mix herbs? No, because as soon as I hit use on this, it's gonna use it up without giving me an option. It seems like we can only carry 6 slots worth of ammo. Again, this would be a lot more precise, I guess, with the gun con. But I feel like it would be really hard to go from controller to gun con to controller constantly. Like, you'd have to have it in your lap and pull it up every time. Or have a second person who only does the shooting. Take the silencer handgun, alright. Is there... I wonder if there's a practical difference here, aside from the sound. Probably not aggroing when we shoot. Good for avoiding detection when attacking. I don't see a clear difference. We still only have 8 shots, though, so... make them count. And we don't have a knife, surprisingly. We can't do, like, a swipe across the screen thing. Like, Umbrella Chronicles. Okay. Guess that herb was all that was in there. Oh, hey, fella. Gonna have to make sure not to miss with any of these, I say as I shoot the wall. Kind of really banking on him dropping some ammo. He's not done yet. Good thing they have separate ammo. He doesn't have anything on him. Great. And this is really keep all the bullets on the ship. No, this is really keep the soundtrack. Is this the captain's room? Nope, this is the lounge. I guess even a captain wouldn't have a room this big. Is this the resupply? Yeah, I guess we'll find ammo cabinets like this. Okay, so we're all, well, not completely full up. There's still another slot. Oh, was there actually ammo boxes there? I only saw the last one. And here's a typewriter. It's a pretty good distance you gotta go for the first save point, unless I missed one. Can't go outside. We'll go a little farther here just to see what's going on. And then I think we'll call it. So I suppose that music is the safe room kind of music. Such a non-helpful statement. It seems to be closed, like all of these doors. Unlike this door. Wow. Assassinated. Another lady in here. I wonder if those ground zombies just don't get up unless you aggro them, or it's all progress based. Like if I pick up this item, will she get up? ID card. I don't think we needed that for anything yet. That's gonna get everybody else up. Including, oh, where did you all come from? Oh, yeah. Pretty sure the silenced one has a smaller mag. She doesn't look dead. I suppose I don't really have to kill these guys. Alright, so where am I going now? That door's circled, which I don't know if that means I should go there, or that means I should unlock it. There's a room here. And just some ammo and health, it looks like. And a guy hanging from the roof. A lot of suicides on this boat. That's where we came out, so this should be that yellow door. Oh, quick fella. As I miss repeatedly on his bobbing and weaving. Thankfully, he was quick but fragile. And then back out here. This door also leads to where we just were, and this door is how we got on here. So I think maybe we can stick that ID card into that panel again and open up the other doors. It just opens up those two, and where do those lead? Two separate sides. The pool deck, dining room, freezing room. You mean the freezer? And a bunch more guest rooms, bar, and the storehouse where they store houses. Pretty sure storehouse is supposed to be one word. Healing items seem pretty plentiful. Yeah, I don't know what the evade button is. I just tried pressing everything out of curiosity. Dead guy in the freezer. Lots of blood. A lot of dead people in the freezer. And a shotgun. I need a shotgun. Well, there it is. Franchi spas. No stock, but I'm guessing. Pretty much. Oh, jeez. Pretty much functions the same, and there is no reason to fight these guys. I do actually wish there was a quick weapon switch if you're going to have a light gun game. Because, you know, obviously with a shotgun you don't want to use it very much because it's got pretty limited ammo. So I'd like to be able to switch between it and the pistol on the fly. Like, I almost want to say if you were going to make a light gun shooter, you probably should have stuck with the rail shooter sort of format, since that was kind of the format for a reason. The stuff that's more Resident Evil-y in this kind of feels tacked on to make it, you know, play closer to a traditional game. I don't actually know how well Gun Survivor did, or Survivor. I don't actually know very much about that at all. It's one of the few games that I've never been able to get to emulate successfully. Along with Dino Crisis. But, I think we are pretty much just due for more of this for a bit if I continue. Oh, I pressed the stealth button right as he tried to grab me, and I dodged. Yeah. So I guess that's how you dodge. Back and forth on these fucking fast guys makes them really hard to hit with an analog stick. Anyhow, this is Resident Evil Dead Aim. It is on my list of, you know, all the Resident Evils to complete a Let's Play of on the channel, though that probably won't be anytime soon. Obviously there's a lot of stuff on that list. Even though my plans for the co-op Resident Evils is kind of as dead as the friendship that they depended upon. But I'll get to them eventually, even if I have to end up playing through them with just, you know, AI. But there are some other ones that I would like to get to, namely, you know, Remake. It's definitely on the list with the PC version being as good as it was. As well as a certain trip to Spain that might be worth doing soon. And I'm curious to see if we have more Resident Evil news. Let's see how Bruce dies. Wow, you can take quite a few hits before. I'm only in caution, not even danger. Let's get a game over. Oh, they can multi-grab you, though. And then they just fuse with you into a body pile. Well, that was weird. Alright. I've been Shadefyre, this is Resident Evil Dead Aim, and I hope you'll join me again with some more old PS2 survival horror games that I would like to take a look at. Until then, you folks all take care.